Well, it's Superbox Bonanza 6. Each qualifier will take home an ESPN prize pack and have a chance at one of 10 Superbox prizes. Be caller number 3 right now at 888-987-ESPN to select a box for the big game with a chance to win $250 in the first and third quarters, $500 at halftime, and a final score payout of $1,000. All brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, Sloman Security, and Security Dodge. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during their President's Day sales event. Now, I made it caller number 3 because 3 people are joining me right now on the show, and that is the Fine Afternoon group. Yeah, same thing. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. In the studio, their show comes on in 12 minutes. Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm great. How
Happy
are you
birthday,
guys?
Happy birthday, Michael.
And I'm glad that you guys are here because the tradition of the Oreo cake lives, and we're going to celebrate my birthday.
Unlike any other.
It really is.
This is special.
Yeah, it really is. All right, so I got a lot of things to ask you guys. First, Don, I'm going to start with you. The JT Miller trade.
Yes.
How big a deal is that?
Very big, because he's under contract till he's 37, so he's going to be here a while. Instantaneously made the power play better. And Dave Maloney mentioned it before we dropped the puck in Boston. One of the rumors swirling around him when he got traded originally back in 2018 was that he kind of spoke out too much, challenged his teammates. It kind of got under people's skin when he was 25. That's exactly what this team needs right now. And now he's 31. He's an established star in the league. So I think he helps inside the room. He helps the power play. He's a legit number one center. You can drop Zibanejad down a line. You can move Zibanejad to wing. A lot of flexibility. Hopefully it's not too little too late. They're 5 points out with 30 to play. They're 1-1 with him in the lineup. But it is a difference maker, not just for this year, but I think moving forward.
But with his former team, he had a problem with the other star, though. What was the deal there?
Well, we still don't know exactly. He was having problems with Elias Pettersson. Talking to some people in Vancouver, they've told me they think they got rid of the wrong guy. That maybe Pettersson was the guy they should have dealt and not Miller. Because Miller was a point-a-game player, even in a year where he wasn't having a great season. He played 40 games at 35 points. But there was some sort of an issue there. You think there's a microscope in New York, Michael? Be a Canadian franchise, especially up in Vancouver. They're watching everything. Listen, he's the kind of guy that at the end of a game, he's going to call out his teammates. He's going to have a problem with guys, and I'm sure Pettersson is one of those guys that didn't want to hear from Miller, and that's what you hear is that where the friction that was really created. Miller had to step away for a bit because of it, and I think the Rangers benefited from it.
Can you really trust someone whose name is pronounced Pettersson? Let's be honest.
Well, do you realize that Vancouver just made a trade? They've got 3.
Wait, what?
They've got 3 Petterssons on their team.
Are they brothers?
And 2 of them have the same first name.
They're not related?
No.
How do you spell Pettersson?
Sebastian Aho and Sebastian Aho.
Yeah, they were 2 different countries.
From 2 different countries.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit.
Now I understand.
There's
the
Elias
tariffs.
Pettersson. Elias Pettersson, and Marcus Pettersson.
It's all the Petterssons.
So you don't even want one Pettersson, and the Penguins had a Pettersson. They traded him to Vancouver, so now they have 3.
It's like the Thunder have Jalen Williams and Jalen Williams.
But Williams is
And Jalen and Williams, though, are names that, like Pettersson. Shouldn't it be Peterson? What's going on here?
It bothers you, I can see.
I don't like it.
Don't be so petty.
Sounds like something would bother.
All right, so Alan, I'm sure you guys spoke about it at length yesterday. Has time given you any more clarity on why that deal was made?
No, I know all about why it was made. It was made because they didn't want to give him all that money. And
but if you're going to be an NBA owner and you have a 25-year-old that you could have there forever,
right,
you're going to have to give that kind of money.
No, you don't. There's a shift happening in the NBA. It's starting, and that was the biggest move right there. That's going to continue this shift. A lot of people are like, why didn't Adam Silver get involved and say they should have shopped him around? Because Adam Silver kind of likes this.
Because he goes to the Lakers.
Well, not only that, right, as if that market needs any more stars. But it was also because it was this sign that teams aren't held hostage to when I have a young player who's really good, star level, that I have to give him that supermax contract. If I'm not comfortable with this player and I don't feel like it's going to pay off for me, then I'm not going to make that move. They didn't trust him.
But they don't trust him. And I've said this at the beginning. I don't care if he has man boobs. I don't care if he has a Big Mac in his left hand dribbling with the right. He's one of the 3 best players in the game.
He is right now.
If you're not going to give a super max to that.
He is right now.
Right.
But with man boobs and the Big Mac, how is he going to be at 27, 28 when the injuries start to kick in? Which, by the way, when he showed up out of shape, that was an alarm for them. Got to the finals. You would think that now I've got a taste of it. I'm coming back with a vengeance. It was the opposite. He's closer to Joel Embiid, who, by the way, won an MVP.
Right.
He's closer to Joel Embiid than he is to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
But he plays more than Joel Embiid.
Yeah, historically, he doesn't have
has,
Joel
right.
Embiid
But again,
misses 50% of his
what
games.
was the right thing for the Sixers to do to give Embiid that max contract when they gave it to him?
Yeah, but if the Sixers gave it to him, why wouldn't the Mavericks give it to
Because they didn't
Luka?
want to be in the same situation. Look at the Sixers now. They're in 12th place in the East. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay, so let's say you didn't want to give him the Supermax. Then explain this to me.
All right.
Why don't you make a phone call to the Brooklyn Nets, who have 15 first-round
For
draft
who?
picks, just for
But-
7
but-
first-round draft
but I
picks?
have an
Michael,
answer. I have an
they
answer.
don't want draft picks.
Yeah, they want to. They
want to win.
They believe AD and Kyrie can win right now.
But AD is 29 years old. He's an all-star. He's
But
a
Sean
superstar.
Marks took Durant and turned it into 9 first-round draft
Again.
picks.
And now where are the Nets? Michael, where are the Nets
but
now?
you left the Lakers with another first. Why didn't you demand Austin Reeves? Why didn't you demand 2031 first-round pick?
I don't know what that pick's going to be. I have no idea what that pick's going to be.
But we know
the
that they don't
2031
have it.
draft pick is in like 6th grade right now. I can't worry about that pick. That is not like the whole idea was to get a deal done without anybody finding out about it, which is impossible to do.
But you took away any leverage that you might. You are dealing a great player. I'm sure that we had
It's
Frank
the first
Isola on.
time.
He said 29 teams probably would have wanted
Yeah,
him.
they would have, but they didn't have Anthony Davis. Jokic wasn't. They wanted a center or a big man who could play with Kyrie. Jokic wasn't
So
getting
you
traded.
don't call the Bucks? You don't call the Bucks
For Giannis?
Yeah, just to see for kicks and giggles.
You think Anthony Davis doesn't fit as well with Kyrie as Giannis would?
No, to get more. You just took Anthony Davis and nothing.
Well, they got a good defender, wing defender, Max Christie too,
Okay.
and they just got another wing defender. They just traded with the Sixers,
Yes.
so you can see what they're doing here. But I'm telling you, the plan was to keep it quiet. 2 stars that's never been traded before. That's never been happened before. 2 All NBA players got traded for each other. That's never happened before. And they wanted it to be quiet, and they wanted to win now. This was not about draft picks and building for the future.
You
Most
think that
teams who
team's
trade a
gonna win?
star blow up.
You think that team's going to win an NBA
I think the
Finals?
Dallas Mavericks, at full health, with what I'm seeing they're doing, could easily get back to the NBA Finals this year. If you look at the West, yes, they
All
could.
right. Now, Peter, we gave you a lot of warnings about being a dad. Any of it coming true?
Mm-hmm.
All of it's coming true, but in great ways. There's not right now.
There was a picture of your daughter that you posted on Instagram. She's gorgeous.
I know she is
I mean, she's beautiful child.
She is a uniquely
Looks like mom.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Aw.
well, thank goodness.
Thank you guys.
No, she's bald like Dad.
Yeah. By the way, she's not bald, but she is getting balder. I think
Okay.
I think I'm noticing today the hair's coming out
It
first.
does.
Before,
The baby hair goes out. And
That's
then the real
what
hair
it looks like
comes
is going on. So far, it's been amazing. You know, we've been getting help. I don't feel completely overwhelmed. This is only my second day back to doing both shows. So talk to me on like Thursday after a full week of work plus traveling for WWE. But no, so far it's been amazing. I'm just trying to soak it up, enjoy the feedings, the burps,
But
everything.
the thing that I'm saying, though, she is so beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and you're really a schemer. You should be able to monetize this, maybe turn her into the next Miley Cyrus. Make a lot of money off the kid.
Miley,
Is that where you think we go?
I don't know
Yeah,
about
why
that. I
not?
wouldn't go
Disney
that.
Channel kid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's very
Can't you
young
start with
still.
the Gerber baby or
Yeah.
something? Like it'd jump right out. To,
Right to Hannah Montana. That's
Well,
it.
listen,
right there.
She still has some work to do. Okay, she's toothless. We got to
Right.
work on that. We
Well,
got to see
so-
what happens when the teeth come in.
Right.
We don't know where her hair's going to land.
Let's make sure the teeth come in.
We got to make sure the teeth
But
come in.
her features are beautiful.
She is a beautiful little kid
Yes.
for sure. But
Yeah.
like people do change a lot. I mean, listen, I saw a picture recently of someone had an infant. The child looked like Alan Alda, but you don't know how that child's going to turn out, and you don't know how Maya's going to turn out.
Yeah, but you know what? If the kid looks like Alda, you're going to bet that it's not going to turn out well.
Well, especially it's a girl who looks
I
like.
don't know
Alda.
what age of Alda. There was a time where Alda was considered handsome. I mean, we're talking MASH era.
Yeah, but this
Like,
is
what
a-
are we
but
talking?
this is
Vintage Alda.
This was a one-day-old girl. You don't want
Same
Alda.
time next
you don't
year.
want Alda.
Alda, not mash Alda.
You know what? I'm contractually obligated not to be on at 3 o'clock, so I have to sign off right
Yeah,
now.
so the clock's still a problem.
Yeah, it's still a problem. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, the show is great. Great to enjoy some cake with you guys.
Happy
And
birthday,
Happy
Keister.
birthday.
Thank you and continued success to all three of you. Great show so far. I'll be listening on my ride home. In the words of Billy Joel, life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. See you, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the Michael K. Show podcast.
You know what? Check yourself.
Hear more from Michael K. weekdays at 1 on 880 ESPN.
Suck it up and like it.
The ESPN New York app and your smart speakers.
I don't just stand on business, I live it. 24/7. Because you don't become a young entrepreneur by staying stagnant. Whether I'm chasing deals, networking, or taking calls from behind the wheel of my Toyota Crown, I'm always in motion. You may think launching a successful startup is enough to be satisfied, but me, I'm just getting started. It's a new day at Toyota, led by a new generation of drivers. And we want you to know one thing. You can't stop my drive. Toyota, let's go places.